Hello people, welcome to, for now, the final video on my channel, on Shinigami at least. To start things off, this is not my final video in general. If you like Yu-Gi-Oh content, do check out my other channel, Yu-Gi Ranked, where I plan to upload on a consistent basis. I'm not going to make any promises about how much, but on a consistent basis. So, for anyone thinks I'm quitting YouTube entirely, no I'm not. But I just wanted to take a second to look back at what I've achieved, what I didn't achieve, just, yeah. In a way, I suppose this is like my final chapter of StardustYGO. I'll probably call this like the rise and fall of StardustYGO or something like that. So, what are we going to talk about? Well, quite simple. Where did I start? Where did it go wrong? That's an important one, and what I'm planning to do now. So, first of all, if you subscribed in any shape or form, I appreciate it, of course. I'm going to be looking at some data and stuff in this video mostly, but yeah, of course, if you've given me any kind of support, I do truly appreciate you. Don't get anything like that wrong. Also, there's definitely another tab I want to open with like my recent views. But yeah, so what are we talking about? Well, why did I stop Yugitubing? Why am I doing it on a new channel? Why am I abandoning this channel? Well, why am I abandoning this channel? Simple, my videos just don't get views. There's no point in honestly uploading anything on this channel anymore. And there's nothing I really want to do with this channel. I want to do the Yu-Gi rank thing on a separate channel. Keep it all just top 5s or top 10s, just ranking videos, you know. I think one of my biggest mistakes is changing up content too often. That's why I decided to just, you know, take a break from Shinigami and not do anything there. But yeah. So, my high point with Shinigami was at some point being 2.5k subs. Especially when I was newer, you know, my videos were honestly quite doing insane. I did not delete old videos of my channel, these are my oldest ones. It started out with one single 306 viewer video. This was after, for a while, stopping with YouTube content. Seeing a new kick-ass card summarizer that made me want to play again, and then just doing videos on that. Then after that I did a few other videos, 1k, 1.3k, 1.9k, 1.2k, 777. One did less good, 365, 1.3k, less good, 1.4k. 2.4k, 1.2k, 1k, 1.1k, 3.4k. Meanwhile, at the end of my career, by the way, I did not have any subscribers back then. I think that's relevant right now. When I did videos with 2.5 thousand subscribers, 200, 286, 148, 373. Let's see. Yeah, okay, this one did good, but like other ones. 600, yeah, okay, that one did decent. 148, 263, you know? It's light and day, and this was when I had no following, this was when I had a big following. Now, at the time I blamed it on Yu-Gi-Oh being dead, nobody's playing this game anymore, but the fact that recently the Dual Logs has achieved 500k subscribers, Team Samurai X1 being at like 600k or something ridiculous, definitely shows that there's still an audience. Just at some point, my content stopped doing well. Because these numbers I was pulling for a while, except with like battles I did against Phoenix Eye, which I probably shouldn't have done. All the respect to Phoenix Eye, he's a great guy, he helped me out a lot, but these videos just weren't it. People didn't want to see that type of content. You know, back then, yeah, some videos did mediocre. Yeah, some videos just didn't do too well, then you have like 1.6k. Okay, some of them were a bit hit or miss already. But they were at least still hits, you know? Nowadays I can't say that. Outside of like, maybe I should have made more of these. There's 2 master guides, I think I only did 2. 2.1k and 3.3k, this was made like at a time where my channel already was kind of semi-dead. Now we just look at the analytics. You know, 10 subscribers for one video. That should say enough, right? If I did more of these, maybe my channel would have done better, you know? I think my biggest issue was lack of adaptation. But yeah, there was a point where I did really well. Let's look at some of my top content. One video that stood out to me, which is one of the reasons why I made a Yu-Gi ranked is this one. I made a tier list of all archetypes, which I basically remade. Yeah, it did insanely well, even in the new age. Not sure how it was analytics-wise with like gold subscriber gain. Only 5, I suppose, but still, you know, if you get that consistently on Yugi ranked. So that's the reason behind Yugi ranked. I see others do it well. I enjoy making those type of videos. Might as well try, you know. But yeah, we had some videos that did quite well in retrospect. A lot of inferiority content, which makes sense. Who else did inferiority but me, right? At the level I did, nobody. I made a bad discussion video, I remember, about why Yu-Gi-Oh! Is dying and shit had exploded, so... One of my issues was my negativity towards the game, but from the other side it did pay off a bit. It is also very fun. I posted a lot of leaks from a set back then. Yet I never got banned from Yu-Gi-Oh! Yet that's that's a bit weird, isn't it? Could be very inconsistent. But yeah, by the way, for another outfit, another ranking top 10, another ranking video in a way. So yeah, those top 10s and ranking videos did very well. Further stuff, of course, did. But yeah, that's just something I want to talk about. The one episode debate of Abridged. This got so many copyright issues. One episode alone. Plus COVID. Yeah, no way it was gonna work. Another ranking video. You know, there's quite some ranking videos and random stuff, but most of these videos are old, you know? Newer content just failed to keep up. There's a random TFT video. Man, I wish that content did well. Or would have loved to just full-time do that. But yeah. If you look at my more recent-ish inferiority videos, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos, okay, this one did well. Actually, but other stuff, like, this one I think was pretty cool. Oh, some top 10s that didn't do it too well. Well, I guess they're very specific times. Some do well, it's very inconsistent, you know, sometimes they do well, sometimes they totally didn't. Kind of sucks. But yeah, the end conclusion is that no matter how hard I tried, I did fail in the end, and that's why I'm no longer doing anything with Shinigami. Partially because I reset 2 times, 3 times in a way. Deleted my channel, one time I had a good reason, one time I didn't. The one time I did have a good reason is that I wanted to go all in on trying to get far with League of Legends. Try to go pro, which, of course, in retrospect sounds like an idiotic thing, but if you have passion for something, fucking try to go for it, otherwise you'll hate yourself for never trying in the first place, you know? At least I can't go back and say I didn't try that, because I did. Did want to distract myself with a successful potential YouTube channel, so I ended up deleting it, which I shouldn't have done. I should have just not been active. Deleting it was a complete mistake, but yeah, that's the one thing. It was just a $5 thing, it was just, well, I could sugarcoat it, but that was just depression. The first screenshot of Abyssal Yu-Gi-Oh! This was against the AI, this was a Monarch deck. First time extra deck Monarch, also reasoning when it wasn't beta yet. This was very innovative stuff, 2016. But I recently found a screenshot in a legacy folder, basically, of my first YouTube channel. My very first venture towards Yugituber. I thought I did it since 2016, however this is wrong. I had this channel called Absolute Zero, which I abandoned after a while, and after a while deleted it. But the interesting thing is, this was made at March 2016, and I had a replay video that was already 11 months old. In reality, I've been Yugitubing since 2015. I've been doing this thing for 7 years. I've seen some people online claim that if you try your best and keep at it for multiple years, you will see growth. That isn't necessarily true. Now, another one of the issues is that, of course, deleted my channels 2 times, so that name change a bit too much, but yeah. Cats certainly didn't try. First creature of Abyssal Yu-Gi-Oh! My very first known Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. I had some unique content back then, Orochimaru versus Kodan Naruto battles. This was quite something. Did this with a friend of mine, if anyone wonders. Yeah, some quite random videos. 40 subscribers back then. Good times. This is another screenshot from Abyssal Yu-Gi-Oh! At a later point, I believe. Yeah, definitely had some later points. Had some interesting videos. Some videos did well, actually. Like 700 views on TG Stun. Like, that shit's pretty good. Some unlisted content, of course. Some very fun video ideas. At some point, insects were a top 10 deck for me. Yup. Insect Beatdown was a lot of fun back around 2016. The Destiny Hero Mirror match. This is legendary because at this point, this was the point where I created Sulkin Hero. This was the debut of Sulkin Hero, actually. I created the deck. Nobody will give me credit for that. This is a little bit of a later video. I found it interesting because you see two of my content, two of my videos here. Synchron with 600 views and Red Eyes Battle First at 1.1k. This video also did pretty good. I miss those days. Grass was fun. Now, another one of my big accomplishments that I will look positively back on is this video on the Galactic Gold's channel. This is one of the last videos on his channel, which was me with an FTK variant of Synchrons. Basically, by running Synchronized Realm, I figured there's a chance you can FTK. Which is quite fun. Not gonna lie, it's an interesting concept. I believe there even, yeah, I believe right here you might get it off. I might get it off, I'm not sure if I get it off. Do I get the burn? No, I do not. That's a shame, but yeah. The deck could FTK, it's pretty fun. There's of course this video that some people know me from. My TG deck profile over on Team Summer X1's channel, which honestly is huge. Basically the biggest Yu-Gi-Oh channel I've been featured on there. Now, I think I've apologized to some before, but we started off on bad terms. Context for that is that at some point he stole... Steal is a big word. One of my Jug Speeder combos. It was not a lot of time theory crafting those back then. But his friend apparently gave it to him and I was like, hey, couldn't you at least give me credit as a big Yugituber? He ended up giving credit, apologizing for it, and we really made a deal like, hey, if you want to feature the deck profile and I can give you a shout out, you can do that. Okay, cool, we'll do it Sulkin Hero. Ended up buying the entire deck for the profile, 200 euros or something like that at the time, because there were some expensive cards that I needed, plus shipping. Basically built the deck for the profile. He ended up ghosting me by accident. He apparently wasn't active on the platform we communicated, so things went wrong there. Then to compensate for that, I could do a TG video on his channel. And this build was unique because this was before Hulky Fibrex. Some people called Needle Fiber in 2022. That's interesting because I made a working variant that put off quite some devastating boards before getting Hulk. The deck worked quite well. That's some nice combos. It was far from polished, but yeah, I think that's quite an accomplishment. And then there's of course all the things I've done with Eternity so far. I mean, I've honestly put Eternity in a way back on the map with all the things I did for the deck. I could say that about multiple decks, you know. Many people consider me toxic, but I've done a lot of things for at least underplayed decks. That's one thing I like to keep proud of. But yeah, the core reason why am I stopping? Well, simply, this is statistics from the last year, 365 days, plus 3 subscribers. For over a year now, we've been bleeding subscribers. We haven't gained any kind of progress. That's just the primary reason. The channel is honestly dead as an understatement. It's just bleeding out. So, yeah. That's that. I once started out as a motivated boy back in 2015. That wanted to create awesome content. And nowadays I'm like, yeah, my channel is dead, what's the point? But at least I got Yuhi ranked where I try to be somewhat successful. And have fun with rankings, tier lists, top 10s. So you know, if you enjoy that kind of YouTube content, subscribe to Yuhi ranked. If not, you can subscribe to Shinigami. I'm not planning anything with the channel, which is both a negative and positive thing. I considered League of Legends content for a while, but I just don't think I can break it through. Maybe I'm wrong there, but yeah. That's this video. Thanks for all the support over the years, and yeah, check out the channel if you haven't. But yeah, that's basically my rise and fall story of YouTubing. I bloody tried, because at my peak I uploaded 2 videos a day on average for that year. There were a few months of inactivity, so that shows how active I was during the months I was active. On top of just going to school full time, which basically means in the end that I worked like 14-hour days, which is insane. Part of the reason I got so burnt out, I think. And what did I get for it in the end? Nothing. It's a shame. Yeah, decided to make this video because just putting this in text to community announcement didn't feel right. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for support over the years. Fuck the haters over the years though. I've got a lot of haters, that's for sure. Hope you all have a beautiful day. Goodbye.